whenever we study plants or we study animals, life itself, and using that kingdom, phylum, class, order, etc., that list of things to be able to look at an organism, we have to remember scientists who was very important in actually coming up with names of these particular organisms that we're dealing with. His name was Carl Linnaeus. Let me give you a little understanding of his background, okay? Carl Linnaeus, in the early years in education, Carl Linnaeus was born on May 23rd, 1707, in Roskilde, Sweden. The eldest son of Nils and Christina Linnaeus, 5 children. 2 years after his birth, his father became the minister at Stenbrolt, Sweden. It was there his father, who was a lover of flowers, introduced botany, the study of plants, to Carl at a young age. And at the age of 5, Carl had his own garden, which he later said inflamed my soul with an unquenchable love of plants. Carl was more interested in plants than in his studies while in grammar school. His mother hoped he would become a minister, but he showed no interest in that career. Johann Rothman, a master of the high school, encouraged Carl's interest in science and suggested he study medicine. Well, anyway, he continued with his studies and traveled from 1732 to 1735. Linnaeus traveled throughout Sweden on behalf of government to study the country's natural resources. Linnaeus then went to Holland to obtain a medical degree. In 1735, after a week at the University of Hardwick, Linnaeus took the examinations, defended his thesis, a written statement containing original research and supporting a specific idea, on the cause of intermittent fever, and received his degree. So he moves on. He returns to practice medicine, but it's the binomial system of classification that he became known for. Linnaeus is more widely known for creating systems for naming and classifying plants and animals, realizing that new plants were being discovered faster than their relationships could be established. He first came up with a simple classification based upon the number of floral parts of each plant. This system remained popular into the 19th century. Gradually, Linnaeus also developed a system of names in which each species of plant and animal had a genus, class, or group, name followed by a specific name. For example, Plantago virginica and Plantago lanceolata were the names of two species of plantain, an herb. Botanists um, agreed in 1905 to accept the species Plantaneum in 1753, and zoologists, scientists who study animals, agreed to accept his what's called Systema Naturae as the official starting points for scientific names of plants and animals. So as you can see, his background was very unique. He got into medicine and then he started to understand plants and write about them. Linnaeus first discussed the subject of ecology as an area of investigation and in a thesis in 1749. He discovered the importance of relationships among beings in nature, and he was one of the first naturalists to describe food chains. He also studied the different habitat, living space requirements among species, and the feeding habits of insects and animals with hoofs. He urged the use of biological knowledge not only in medicine but also in agriculture, believing that the effective control of agricultural pests must be based on a thorough knowledge of their life histories. Anyway, there you have it. Carl Linnaeus had this amazing introduction when he was a child to flowers, which took him eventually to study them and study plants and animals and to be able to classify them and to name them. Quite an interesting experience and one in which we can say we appreciate even today. Thanks for watching.